I've never seen a being this strong. Maybe one.
What's going on, man? This is the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Nam's YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key. We back and we got another movie review. We are doing the Zack Snyder's Justice League Snyder Cut movie review. When I went into this movie, I'm not going to particularly say I wasn't a fan of the Batman v Superman. I became more of a fan of Batman v Superman later on after I watched the Ultimate version. Because I'm not going to lie, I was one of those people who did not like Batman v Superman, and rightfully so, because I just felt like they didn't do enough with Superman. Batman, on the other end, I actually enjoyed it. In my opinion, I still say to this day, this is the best Batman we have got from Zack Snyder. Christopher Nolan's Batman is the second best. One of the main reasons that is Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne, and not only that, the fighting from Batman with Zack Snyder. And Christopher Nolan's Batman, it was some more like stiff fighting coming from Batman, with Christian Bale. But with Zack Snyder's Batman, we got a lot of Arkham Asylum as far as the video games type fighting styles. Like it's Batman. Batman is a mixed martial artist. Like this dude can fight. So to get him really fighting in this Zack Snyder Batman v Superman movie, which I feel like was more of a Batman movie, and I think that was the problem. Not because it was more of a Batman movie, it's because it's called Batman v Superman. So we should have got more from Superman also. I honestly felt like it should have been two fights with them in that movie leading up to whatever was going to happen with Doomsday. And that part two, I wasn't a fan of what they did with Doomsday coming from Zod and all that type of shit. But as far as what Zack Snyder has done with Superman, showing his power and what he is really capable of, I'm a fan of it. I enjoy it. And to be honest, later on down the road, after everything that's went on with Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, I have become a fan of his style of what he does with these comic books, with his comic book adaptation of the DC heroes. Not only because of his style, because it's so much different from Marvel. Like, I want to get two different styles. I don't want the same thing. You can easily see what Joss Whedon did with Justice League when he did it in 2017. He basically put Justice League in a Marvel Avengers type style. That's what he did, especially coming from that first Marvel's Avengers. That's what he tried to do with Justice League. It's cringy watching that Justice League 2017, and now we get to see that those best moments that came from that Justice League was Zack Snyder. The bad moments, the worst moments that came from that Justice League was Joss Whedon as far as 2017. The moments that we got with Flash, Cyborg coming from this Zack Snyder's Justice League is Zack Snyder. One thing I want to talk about is, can we give Zack Snyder his respect for how much he put into his film as far as diversity, with how much story he gave to Cyborg, him being the black character in this movie? Like, he gave him a lot of story. Not only that, Ray Fisher is not a known actor. He brought this guy in, giving him a chance to be in a full-fledged movie that's huge. This is Justice League. This ain't no small movie. This ain't some random movie, scary horror movie or nothing like that. This is a big, big movie featuring some iconic characters from comic books. So what he did for not only him, but what he did for the women, like, he ain't showing no Transformers, a camera going up some girls behind. You know what I'm saying? You know how Michael Bay filmed his movies with women. Zack Snyder showed strong, fierce females, like the Amazonians, like Wonder Woman. This is why you hear so many people saying, like, because of everything that happened with Wonder Woman 1984, they like, can we get Zack Snyder to direct Wonder Woman? You get so much confirmation of how much Zack Snyder has done for Justice League, not only Justice League, but for the DC characters, especially Wonder Woman. We understand now, Zack Snyder had a lot of input on that first Wonder Woman, especially those action scenes showing how powerful Wonder Woman is. Not showing her like some just gimpy in love woman or whatnot, somebody who is just He's not showing some Tomb Raider type shit, or you know what I'm saying. This is a powerful. She's as powerful as Superman. She's not as powerful as Superman, but she's up there, and he is showing how fierce and how just good at fighting Wonder Woman is, and just giving this character more depth as far as showing that she can stand amongst all these people as far as fighting with the Justice League. And when you're watching Zack Snyder's Justice League, he's just giving you so much more from the characters like Flash and Cyborg. Flash at the end of this movie, man, is damn near like, it's such a epic scene watching what he does compared to that 2017 movie where you got Flash trying to get some family out of a situation where they should be dead, especially around radiation in the situation they was in. Like, they shouldn't even been alive anyway. And that's what you have Flash doing at the end of the movie with Superman flying beside him. They loudly gagging, talking and whatnot. Like, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. With the Zack Snyder's version, you have Flash running, like doing some something that basically damn near saves the not the movie, but saves the league. Like, he's damn near the hero at the end of this movie. Not trying to spoil nothing, but I mean, like I said, this is a cut. This movie has came out already, but this is a totally different movie. You're not getting nothing from Joss Whedon as far as anything he did with that movie. And I'm telling you, most of the parts you hated as far as Joss Whedon's Justice League, that's the parts that you're not getting in Zack Snyder's Justice League. If not all those parts that you did not like in that 2017 Justice League is Joss Whedon's part. There's none of that in Zack Snyder's Justice League. As far as people and the comparisons, man, this is why I feel like we do need some of the Zack Snyder formula in DC, the DCEU, because it is such a different tone than what Marvel is doing, and that's a good thing. And I think it took not only other people, including myself, to recognize that, and I think people are seeing it now, and they like, yo, I want to see this. Like, I want this version of the DCEU, because it's so much different from Marvel, because we got all of that Marvel. We got that good comedy, that good happy-go-lucky. I feel like when it comes to those Marvel movies, especially Avengers, look at Civil War. It's really not too many stakes at hand until you got to really Infinity War. And then, even then, Endgame, everybody came back. Everybody good. Didn't nobody, like, nothing happened. And when you got with Zack Snyder's Justice League, he is showing you with that nightmare sequence the ramifications of heroes dying. Like, you lose people get killed and whatnot. And then, not only that, you hear of the plans that Zack Snyder had that was so much different from what Marvel was doing. Like, maybe people would have looked at that like, man, what are you doing? What's going on? But the way it looks and the way it sounds, and watching this movie, I think it could have worked. And maybe it still can work. I mean, the thing about it is now is, if they do decide to bring Zack Snyder in, he's going to have to reformulate what he was going to do, because he's told so much. But maybe people don't care, and maybe they just want to see it with their own eyes, because basically the stuff he was talking about, that his plans for the rest of the Justice League sequels or whatnot, this is storyboard. This is just talk. This ain't like, people want to probably see this live in action, like how this would play out or whatnot. So everything to me that people complained about with Zack Snyder, I think now they're taking the step back to say, okay, we needed that, because it was so much different from what he was doing with what was going on with Marvel, and what Kevin Feige was doing with Marvel, and even with Christopher Nolan's Batman. Like, this is a good thing. You have a trilogy on Batman with Christopher Nolan. We have Michael Keaton's Batman. We have all these other different races of Batman. We got a new Batman that's about to come out. Then with Superman, we've had 3 movies with Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeves. I'm sorry if I'm getting his name wrong. Rest in peace to the great Christopher Reeves that played Superman. 3 movies with him. Then we had Superman Returns with Bryan Singer directing, I think, the guy that did X-Men or whatnot. You got 4 Superman movies. Then we got Smallville. I know people might not have been a big fan of that, but That's 10 years, a series that was coming on CW of Smallville with Tom Welling. Like, come on, we had all these Supermans. So when Zack Snyder came in with Man of Steel and giving us just a differentiation of a character and giving us some more depth to him and showing us different ranges, I think it took time for people to actually enjoy it and understand it. I think that was one of the main things that was going on with people not just engaging with Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, because they were just so hooked and fascinated on what Marvel was doing, because Marvel does make good movies. It makes you enjoy them, because I wasn't a fan of going to watch Avengers or nothing, because one thing with me is I was so much in tune with the DCEU. I was in tune with more of Batman, Superman. I watched more of they animated cartoons. I didn't really watch or keep up with. I didn't even really read comic books back then, so I didn't know too much about them. I got more of my history on Batman, Superman, and Justice League and stuff by watching the animated series and cartoons, which they stuck to the history of those comic books. Like, they was like coming off the pages, especially with I was more of a fan with X-Men when it came to Marvel. I was more of a fan with those type of characters or whatnot. So just to see what Zack Snyder has done with Justice League, especially with these 4 hours, I do think they could have toned this down to make this a part 1 as far as Justice League go, where they could have had all these sequences in there and even building with Cyborg. So to have them doing all of that, and as far as what Marvel was doing, that's why I think I enjoyed this even more. And that's why just seeing those epic moments of what Zack Snyder does with his visuals, like, come on, man. You can say whatever you want to say about Zack Snyder as far as his storytelling, as far as his directing, but his visuals is spot on, man. Like, when you go back and watch Man of Steel, when he is fighting those, like, Zod and them and whatnot, like, this shit looks so good. And watching this, it looks so good. Like, Flash, when Superman is fighting or whatnot and doing what he's doing, the parademons, when it looks so much better than the 2017 version. And that one scene I want to talk about, Superman, when he comes back and he doesn't recognize the Justice League or anything, like, that is still one of the best moments from that movie. And I think a lot of people thought that scene with Superman not recognizing the Justice League and he started fighting everybody, a lot of people, I think, thought that was from Joss Whedon. But no, that's Zack Snyder. And that's why I keep saying a lot of those good favorite scenes are coming from Zack Snyder. So I'm just enjoying what Zack Snyder has brought to the table. And if this is a huge success on HBO Max, we could get more for him. And I'm actually looking forward to getting more from Zack Snyder. I'm actually hoping that Andy Muschietti, the guy that's doing the Flashpoint movie or Flash movie or whatever, I hope he brings Zack Snyder in and get his input and get some of his visuals to come along with it, because you just see the different tone with Wonder Woman in Justice League than Wonder Woman 1984, and what Zack Snyder was doing. Like, just give respect is due with what he was doing, because he had a vision. Say what you want to say about his vision, but he had a vision with what he was going to do, and it was a clear-cut vision. Whether you agree with it or not is one thing. Now, I want to talk about the nightmare sequence. I'm still torn on Jared Leto's Joker. I ain't even gonna front. I feel like, man, Heath Ledger, dude, set the tone so high for playing the Joker. It's like you have to do what Joaquin Phoenix, or I hope I'm saying this right now, but Joaquin Phoenix, the guy that played the new Joker, you know, the new one that came out with just a standalone Joker movie. You had to go that far to get to that standard of what Heath Ledger did for Joker, because what Jared Leto's doing is more, to me, I don't want to downplay his acting or whatnot, but his version is more TV version, and it's one of the best. It's one of the best TV versions that's out there, because you know we got the Gotham version with Joker and whatnot, but Jared Leto's Joker is just not in that realm of what Heath Ledger brung, man. When Heath Ledger saying those lines, like when he got the knife in his mouth or whatnot, you know what I'm talking about with Dark Knight, and he keep telling those different stories of how he got his scars on his mouth or whatnot, when he just talking, and you know when that tone, when he look at me, you know when he was doing the video talking to Batman or whatnot off the Dark Knight, man, I'm telling you, it's just such a different tone than what you get with Jared Leto's Joker, and that's a good thing because we don't want the same Jokers or whatnot. But I wouldn't mind seeing what Ben Affleck and Jared Leto's Joker would do in a Zack Snyder's verse as far as Justice League and DCEU. Because I can tell the difference. I can go along with them doing these different versions, just like they're going to do with Flash and what they're going to do with Michael Keaton Batman and having Ben Affleck's Batman in it. And like I said, with the success, I'm telling you, this movie is a success right now. I'm telling you, Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to be huge. And I wonder if they could kind of get something going in with Ben Affleck's Batman, maybe sticking around for a little bit in Zack Snyder's version, because of course we got Robert Pattinson's Batman coming in with Matt Reeves, and if I'm not mistaken, Matt Reeves has a plan for a whole trilogy with just his Batman. This has nothing to do with Zack Snyder's Batman or whatnot. But like I said, we got this whole multiverse thing that is supposed to be coming in with Flash, so we can have so many different ideas that they can bring to the table. But I wouldn't mind having Zack Snyder come in and having just this whole version of these characters and him doing his own thing with them. I enjoyed this movie so much that I'm cool with what they're going to do with Lex Luthor. Have Jesse Eisenberg or whatever his name is come in and keep playing Lex Luthor. I'm cool with that even. I'm cool with that version because I honestly do want to see more of what Zack Snyder had in plan for this, because like I said, it's so much different for what Marvel is doing. So I just basically wanted to give my input and my review of how I felt about Zack Snyder's Justice League, because it's so many good moments in this movie. The beginning of this movie with Wonder Woman, the bank scene, it is so much more better. There's so many more different scenes in that with her looking so bad. Like, I'm talking about good bad. I'm talking about her looking like the strongest, baddest motherfucker out there. I'm talking about she is off the chain in this movie. Not only her, but her counterparts, the Amazonians, when they fight in Steppenwolf. Like, it is such a better scene. And when they passing the mother box around trying to get it away from Steppenwolf, I'm telling you, man, them type of scenes is what I'm talking about with Zack Snyder. And people talking about complaining about the slow motion or whatnot. To me, that makes the scene more epic, showing you how much detail is coming in with Flash slowing down and you talking about the poppy seed coming off the bun or whatnot. Like, it's just showing you how fast he moving. It's giving you in the detail. This man is sitting there detailing every little thing of how fast Flash is about to move to save this woman. And with Cyborg, him and his family situation, them giving you the detail of what he is going through, like this man basically being turned into a machine or whatnot. But then they not only that, them going into the detail of how powerful Cyborg is. His daddy explaining to him, like, with a thought, you can send nuclear missiles and destroy goddamn the planet or whatnot. Like, they just went into so much detail and giving you so much more character development with these characters, and especially Flash and Cyborg, because we got a Wonder Woman movie, we got a Superman movie, we got Batman, like we have them, Aquaman. Like, it just gave you much more of a connection with all of these characters. And not only that, it made you believe that they was a team, the way they worked together and did things, man. So I just really enjoyed what Zack Snyder brung with the DCEU, and it makes me really want to look forward to him doing more. It does, because like I said, he grew on me. I was not a fan of the Batman v Superman. I did enjoy Man of Steel. I did enjoy them showing the powers of Superman, like really showing how powerful Superman is. But I would really love to see what Zack Snyder could do, and I would really hope that they would give him more to do with his formula of the DCEU. So that was my opinion. Let me know in the comment section, how do y'all feel about Zack Snyder's Justice League? Have y'all checked out the 4-hour-long version? I watched the whole thing, and I'm telling you, man, that's another thing I want to say before I end this video. That 4 hours didn't feel like nothing. That's how good this movie is. It's not perfect. Of course it's not perfect, but it is a vision, and you can see the vision that Zack Snyder had. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't mind seeing the rest of his vision, because it's so much different from Marvel, and it's good vision. It's not like a waste of time. It's good. You will enjoy what you see, and I really do feel like that. And Not only that, I want to give a shout out to Zack Snyder reaching out to fans. Like, he wasn't reaching out to critics. He wasn't worrying about what movie critics or criteria had to say about his movie. He spoke to fans. Like, I'm talking about YouTube people, from the smallest to the biggest. He reached out to all type of fans. So I want to give a shout out to Zack Snyder doing that. Like I said, with him bringing in that diversity into the film, with what he did with Ray Fisher's Cyborg, but not only that, way the respect you could tell that he has for women, and him showing you how strong women is, not like some gimmicky ass shit or whatnot. He is showing you the strength of Wonder Woman and these Amazonians, and the respect he has for them. So, like I said, it's a big shout out to what Zack Snyder did for not only his vision for Justice League, and showing that he didn't want to do the same thing. He wanted to give you something different. And not only that, the respect he has for the fans. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is the road to 100 subs, man. Shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's viewing my videos, man. Let me know in the comment section how y'all are feeling about Zack Snyder's Justice League, man. We out.
No protectors here. No lanterns. No Kryptonium. It will fall in his name.